I'm Liam Rice, and here is your 1:30 Solent Sports News headlines. Starting with the Premier League, where the fantasy world has had a knock-on effect to the real world, with Aston Villa players being banned from playing the popular fantasy Premier League game. Billy Taylor is our reporter. Billy, what's the latest?
Thanks, Liam. Well, that's right, Villa players have been banned from using the fantasy Premier League app. This is due to them leaking the news that Jack Grealish was injured ahead of their game with Leeds United by all of them transferring him out of their fantasy Premier League sides. Dean Smith has gone on to ban the Villa players from playing the game, and other Premier League managers could be following suit, with Pep Guardiola echoing concerns.
Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said it is only him and the team that can be blamed for their form. It comes after defeat to Chelsea that saw them lose their 5th consecutive home game for the first time in their history. The defending champions are currently sitting outside of the Champions League places, but Klopp still believes they can bounce back.
In these moments, it's not about tactics or something like that. It's then really about being resilient. It's about heart, all these kind of things. We played in a lot of moments good football, but not in decisive moments good enough. And there's only one person or group to criticize for. That's me and us.
Fulham manager Scott Parker has said VAR is killing the game. It comes after his side lost 1-0 to Tottenham at Craven Cottage. West London's side scored an equaliser through Josh Maja. However, it was controversially disallowed for handball by Mario Lemina by VAR. Parker said the excitement in football is being lost.
We're trying to make the game so pure and so sterile, and trying to control every single phase or every single moment to an absolute T. And that's where the problem lies for me, really. What do we want to see as fans, as spectators? Is goals, is excitement. And I'm sorry to say, but VAR is killing every bit of that.
National League side Eastleigh are hoping to install a new pitch at the Silver Lake Stadium. The Spitfires have appealed to the Department of Culture, Media and Sports Football Foundation for a grant, with the cost of the new pitch being upwards of £100,000. Eastleigh chairman Kenny Amore explains how the new pitch will help the club.
What we're working towards now is, can we do the Football Foundation grant that we were looking to do last off-season? So we're starting the process and the paperwork again. It's a very long-winded process, but our ultimate goal now is to have it done throughout, so the drainage and the irrigation and everything is spot on, and then we can look to have other games here, bring our ladies onto this pitch and play our scholars on here and use it as much as we should be able to for a club at our levels.
The UK Open Darts 2021 gets underway today at Marshall Arena in Milton Keynes. Last year, Michael van Gerwen won the title after beating Gerwyn Price in the final. However, the competition has been coined as the FA Cup of Darts, with the high-ranking players going out early in the competition. Nick Kenny explains the opportunity the tournament gives to low-ranking players.
And there's a few, it's not less fortunate draws, but there's a lot of the players in the lower ranks playing each other in them rounds, and they're sort of trickling their way to the last 16 of quarterfinals, and some of the big boys to go out, and that's what they call it, the FA Cup of Darts. You get your lower ranked players and your big boys going out early on. It's one of those.
The second day of the 4th test between England and India at Ahmedabad has just finished. The host currently led the series 2-1. Sam Raymond is reporting on the match.
India have just finished the second day of the 4th test here at Ahmedabad with 294 for 7, 89 runs ahead of England. It was a slow start for India though, with wickets coming early for James Anderson, Jack Leach and Ben Stokes, including Virat Kohli for a duck. However, the fight back for India soon came about, with Rohit Sharma getting a 49 and just missing out on his half century, with Stokes getting him out for LBW. However, the main two stars for India were Rishabh Pant and Washington Sundar. Pant, who got 101, and Washington Sundar, who remains at the crease a half century. India are now firmly in control of this test match and look to be winning the series 3-1. This will mean that they will be heading to the ICC Test Trophy Championship final, which will take place in June against New Zealand at Lord's.
It was sixes galore in the West Indies' 4-wicket T20 victory over Sri Lanka in Antigua. Kieran Pollard hit an incredible 6 sixes in 1 over off Akila Dhananjaya, who had earlier taken a hat-trick. The West Indies captain has become the 3rd man to hit the maximum over score alongside South Africa's Herschel Gibbs and India's Yuvraj Singh. WADA are investigating whether Haas's 2021 Challenger is in breach of the country's doping ban, as the VF21's livery resembles the Russian flag. With the backing of new title sponsors Urakle, as title sponsors of the team owned by Nikita Mazepan's father Demptry, Haas's clever livery design will allow the Mazepan to compete in the sport with the Russian flag on its car. That's all for now. Make sure to be back at 3:30. You can get more live updates at Solent Sports News. Bye for now.